Hey, it's Victor again from Social Firestarter. Today I want to look at something regarding content again. So specifically, I want to answer the question, how many keywords should a given page have? So this is an important question, I would say, because back in the old days, even just a few years back, a lot of times you can get away with improving your SEO simply by doing something like including your keyword a few more times, or also following that up with providing a little bit more content surrounding that keyword as compared to your competitors. A lot of times you could very simply just spam some content in there that kind of just further covers the topic, and that would get the job done. But nowadays, this works completely differently. Google's not just taking in the text and taking your word for it. There's a lot of AI that's being actually used now in the entire process of scanning through that text. So you want to make sure that you're actually providing quality content and not just spamming your keyword in there a whole bunch of times. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you the basic concept of how many keywords do I really even need to have on my page. So to best answer this question, I am starting here with this free Bright Local organic results checker, or I guess it does maps as well here. A great free tool if you manually want to check on some ranks. So this is also a great tool for this situation. So let's pretend we are a DUI attorney in Portland, Maine. And you are wondering, how many times on my DUI practice area page should I mention DUI lawyer? So great question. Obviously, it's a very valuable key term to rank for, so let's find out very specifically for this situation. So we're going to start by looking at the people that are top ranked organically, and you can change up the list of competitors that you're using in this little study. If you want to use some people in the maps rank, a lot of times it'll take me a little bit longer if I want to pick out the ones I really like for maps. But as far as organics, it's always very straightforward as to which pages Google is considering the most authoritative, most relevant for that given search. So DUI lawyer in Portland, Maine. The first thing you want to do is take a look at the results that are on here. So I'm looking at a few different things right now, but to keep it simple, what you're doing right now, what I'm doing right here is just selecting which competitors to even look at and analyze. So I'm going to skip right over certain websites on here like Justia, Super Lawyers, Avo. I'm going to try to grab everybody that's actually competing on the same field as our example law firm here. All right, so and whenever I look at competitors, again, there's a whole bunch of different things I'll look at. Even if you're just talking about the content, right now I'm just making sure that all of these are the same type of website, that these are all just different law firms, and they are. So very simply, so they've mentioned DUI lawyer on here 3 times. These guys mentioned it 6 times. These guys did 3 times. These guys did, I guess, just once within, doesn't look like they mentioned it specifically a single time. It looks like they just focused on DUI, no actual, let's see if they have attorney. Yeah, these guys don't actually have any attorney or anything in there. So what I did right there, just very simple, Control F to search through the content. So we've got 3, 6, 3, 0, and you can kind of expand on this depending on what words you are targeting with your given page. Some pages, they rank well targeting one key term. Some might do better targeting 2 or 3. But basically taking that example, we can kind of we can find like an average number of how many times the given pages are already referencing that key term. So that kind of already gives you a good answer. Again, taking this all back to remembering to provide quality content, because does that mean that you need exactly 3.5 mentions of DUI lawyer on your webpage? Well, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. You have to make your own inferences and decisions here. But if you have 5 mentions of DUI lawyer on that page and you're worrying that maybe you stuffed it, I would say you haven't, because it doesn't really, going off of like standard deviations, if you choose 3.5 as your average number, and you're using it 4 or 5 times, you're probably not going to have any sort of issue of, having overstuffed your page. Now, if you have 15 mentions of DUI lawyer and your competitors, all of the top ranked competitors only have 3, then you're probably stuffing your page. So this is good for not only initial research, how should I write the page, but you can also kind of check up on your optimizations and quality by doing stuff like this. You don't have to use just one word. You can kind of expand and go into other words that you might consider important for that page to have. Because if you really read through every competitor's page, especially all the top ranked ones, you'll start to see, and you kind of correlate, you try to correlate that with the given rank of that page, you'll start to see what type of language Google is really trying to understand surrounding that given key term that you're trying to rank for. So there's my insight as to how many keywords should you have on your given page. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have some sort of a crazy situation. I have seen certain cities and certain practice areas where the content is just ridiculous. Either the page, just the length of the content on the page, either every top ranked competitor is just at like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 words. I've seen that. Sometimes I've seen extra spammy results where every top ranked competitor was really just overusing the keywords. Regardless, kind of working your way backwards towards what you can tell that Google already prefers, it's going to benefit you a whole lot if you're, trying to provide good content that is also optimized for Google. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you've got a crazy situation. I'm always curious to see those. Those are always fun to look at. But thanks for watching.